Hi greetings, welcome to yet another video. Here we will be learning how to draw a metal door frame with a double rebate. And you will see in this picture that I've attached here like how a double rebate door frame looks like. And then you are given an incomplete floor plan of an external door drawn to scale 1:10. You're told to use that in order to draw the rebate and then the door and the door swing. So we need to draw the double rebate frame here, and then once that is done we add the door swing and the door frame, and we are told that the door. So the door is 40 millimeters. So I'm just going to write it here so that I don't forget. It's 40 millimeters. So that is your door. And then now let's begin our drawing. I just want to zoom into the part that we will be doing today. Okay. So first things first, ensure that you convert your dimensions according to the scale. I'm just going to take my calculator, and so 262 divided by 10, it's 262, it's 26, okay, I think it's 26,6, 26,6, and then we are told that this piece here is 28 divided by 10, it's 2.8, 12 divided by 10, 1,2, 4,5, 17,2, 4,5 once again. So those are our dimensions. Now that we know our dimensions, let's get to the drawing. First things first, remember you need to put this frame on both sides. And just ensure that you read whether you are given a steel frame or a wooden frame, because sometimes you will be given that and then you won't be using the same method to draw. Our door will then be 4 millimeters according to the scale. Will be 4 according to the scale. So we will now draw these two frames here. So we need to measure 2.62, 26.62. So let us do that. But before we do that, let us see the thickness of our wall. We have our two walls here. Let's just see how thick they are. So it's 0, 10, 20, 22. 22 divided by 2, you get 11. The reason why I'm trying to find the middle point is because I want to ensure that I measure my 26.6 from the correct point, so it's there. Okay, now that you have your point, you can just extend it. What is happening here? Just erase that. It's not looking neat at all. but you have your 26 here and you extending it to the other side. You're extending it to the other side, so that's where you will be. And then 26 divided by 2, so 26.6 divided by 2 is 13.3. Come to your ruler, 11, 12, 13.3, and then you measure from where you have just marked the center, and then that is how long your door frame is. So that is how long your door frame is. And then we have what is it? The 2.8 here. So this part is 2.8. I'm just going to measure 2.8, 0, 1, 2, just almost at 3. Then you're going to measure. That's where you will be measuring 2.8. Then bring that 2.8 down like that. And then once the 2.8 is measured, now we need to measure this 1.2 here. So we have the 2.8, or we need to measure the 4.5 first going down. So 4.5, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, between 4 and 5. That's where you're going to have your 0.5. Then just to save time, do it for the other side as well. Then between 4 and 5, that's where you're going to have your 0.5. And then we see these dimensions that are horizontal. Those ones you can just slightly take them to the other side, just to avoid remeasuring over and over. And then once we are done with the 4.5 going down, we measure the 1.2 horizontally from where we just measured. So just 1, so it's 0, 1, just past 1 a little, and then you have your 1.2 there, and then mark it. So this is how your double frame rebate would look like. So I'm just going to, you're supposed to draw it using a B line. I'm just going to outline that, and then the 1.2 as well. It's too high for me. I will just sit back. Let me bring this closer to me like that, and then bring my camera as well closer so that I don't have to be in the, yes, this is so much better. Just hope I don't hit my camera, but no. And then just outline whatever it is that you didn't outline. So this is how your frame would look like. So we're just going to do the other side quickly. So it's the 2.8, 2.8. Now let's measure its 2, just closer to 3. Then that's where we will have the 2.8. And then bring it down. And then from here we measure 1.2. The 1.2, you measure it just after passing 1. Just after, immediately. Don't go too far. As long as you've passed 1, then you will have your 1.2D. Now I'm just outlining my points or my lines. And then that. So that is how our frame would look like. And remember, we were told that the door will be 40. The 40 that I had marked there. Where our frame ends, we will then measure 4. We'll then measure 4, and then a vertical line, construction line first, then you're going to open your compass to the radius of the space that is there. So this space, then you have to draw an arc like that. See that arc? That will be your door opening. So now let's just outline the door frame. Outline the door. This is our door. Yes. This is the door. Just need to make sure that it's also straight there. And then we will now finish the length of our door. And close it off at the bottom like that. So this is our door. This is how it will open, as we were told, and we were told that it is 40 millimeters thick using the scale that gives us 4. So this is your double rebate frame profile. So this is how you would draw it using scale 1:10. Now for the internal door, just going to move my T-square back in my drawing board. Okay, so this is your your single rebate for the internal door, so a non-load bearing wall, so meaning that it's internal. So we will just do it quickly using the same steps that we used for the load bearing rebate. First, have to ensure you convert your dimensions according to the given scale, which is 1:10. So 151 divided by 10, 15.1, 2.8, 1.2, 4.5, 10.6. So those are your dimensions. And then now let's get to the drawing. I'm going to start with the left side of the wall. First things first, obviously you have to measure the thickness of the wall, which is 11. So 11 divided by 2 will give you 5,5. So between 5 and 6, that is where you will have your middle point. From that middle point is where you will be measuring this length here, 15.1. So 15.1 divided by 2, 15.1 divided by 2 gives you 7,55. So from each side you want to measure 7.55. So I'm just going to extend it a little so that I can be able to mark my point. Then this one, extend it a little, also at the bottom, so that you can be able to mark the point. So it's 7.55. So it's 0, and then you have 6, 7.5, just between 8 and 7. Then you mark it there. Then you'll be able to extend this point to the other side. And then this one as well. Just marked it. You can mark it there. So once that is marked, then we can continue. Then 2.8. So like I said, you count your 2 and then closer to 3, that's where you will stop. So this is 2, just closer to 3. Then you will just bring it down. And then measure your 4.5. So this is 5. And then let's just 5. So 4.5 will be then, like I said, all your horizontal points you can just transfer them to the other side. And then 1.2 from the 4.5. So it's 1. As soon as you just pass 1 a little, that's where you will get your 0.2. You can even still project it from there where you had your 1.2. That. So this was your 2.8, went 4.5 down, and then your 1.2. So you're going to bring that point down. So now let us outline it. Eight. Just remove this T-square. It is literally delaying me. Phew. So this is your single rebate profile for the non-load bearing wall. So this is your left. Now we're going to do the right. I've already projected this line, that line, and that line there. Now I'm just left with the 2.8 and the 1.2. So I'm just going to put it here. 2.8 first. 1, 2.8. And then 1.2. Zero, 1.2. Once that is done, it's just time to outline the rest. Outline here, outline that, and outline that. So you have your single rebate, and then from there, must draw your door. Then 4 millimeters. As we are told that the door thickness is 4. So we come here and measure 4. And then go all the way up. Now to draw the door swing, put it here. Put the then open it like that. I just need to extend this one here. So as you can see, then I'm able to just outline my door. Outline my door. Once that is done, then I can outline my swing as well. So that is your internal and your external profiles. This one for the load bearing wall, it's a double rebate profile, and then this one for the internal wall, which is the non-load bearing wall, then it's just a single rebate, and you will see the different pictures as I have mentioned of double and single. I'm sure you have seen them, and I hope that this helped. With this information, you can then be able to draw the wooden profile, because you literally use the same concept. You ensure that your profile is always in the middle, so you always need to measure the center of your walls and then start from there to measure the length of it. So with a wooden one, it might be smaller, like be inside the wall, but it's still the same principle. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.